Well, it's our first 17th game of our lives together. What will it look like? What's up, Jets fans? This is GreenBean back with another video, and an interesting one today because this is uncharted waters for us as fans. It's the first time in our lives that the regular season will have a 17th game, and our 17th game happens to be against a division rival, a team we haven't beaten a little while. So we're going to play the Buffalo Bills, and it's after a week where Zach Wilson has had pretty much his best game of the season against the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But oddly enough, nobody's talking about that. We're not inspired to talk about Zach Wilson's performance outside of a 4th and 2 play. It's all the beat writers asked Saleh about in the post-game pressure. It's all SNY wanted to talk about in their post-game show or whatever it is. It's all anybody can talk about all week long. There's even still confusion about why Saleh didn't just come out and say it in the post-game press conference that it wasn't Zach's fault, that Zach was just doing what he was supposed to do. Or did he? I listen to people, I read Twitter, I'm on Jetnation, I do all this stuff. And I see so many people that are angry after the game. Of course, we had him on the ropes. We could have gave him the right hook and knocked him down for the count. But no, we didn't let that happen. We made a stupid, boneheaded decision. And everybody wants to look for blame. Okay? Very, very normal. We look for blame. We're pointing at the quarterback who tried to sneak it on a very stout defensive line with names like Ndamukong Suh and Vita Vea and the like. And it fails. So we want to blame. We look at him. Hey, you, what'd you do that for? But it can't be him. It's got to be the play call. We find out in the post-game stuff that Saleh said it was on the coaches. Zach executed the play by the book. Where's the confusion there? The next day they ask him again because it's clearly the most important aspect of his best game of the year. It's this one play. This one play. They ask him again and he clarifies. And he says, no, here's how the play is run. We wanted to do X. He saw this. We gave him the option. I took too long to decide to go for it instead of kicking it on 4th down. LaFleur didn't have the time to convey it to Zach exactly what he wanted the play to look like. And Zach saw something and he went for it. It's very, very normal. It's an upsetting. It's unfortunate. All that stuff. But we're talking about a rookie head coach taking too long. Rookie offensive coordinator not feeling like he needed to get the directives in. And then we had a rookie quarterback who the defense baited him into doing something stupid and he bit. Okay, that's what we're looking at. But aside from all that, when you remove all the attacks on Zach Wilson's character, he's selfish, nobody likes him, on the heels of an article put out by Morgan Moses who said Zach Wilson is excellent. He loves being here. He loves playing for Zach. Zach has become more vocal. He's demanding excellence. He's speaking up in the huddle. All that sort of stuff tied in with 8 touchdowns to 2 interceptions in his past 6 games when he had 11 interceptions in his first 5 games before the injury. None of that's of any importance. We could look at this all a different way, but no, we're talking about this one play that quite frankly, we would rather see this mistake made and learned from during this season than next season, when at least we have more of a chance of competing. They'll be second year in the system. They'll be together for a second year. Saleh won't be a rookie. LaFleur won't be a rookie. Zach Wilson won't be a rookie. Ooh, we have a whole nother bunch of draft picks coming in. 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 fourths, 2 fifths. All sorts of fun stuff. To add to this year, the defensive guys won't be rookies. Bryce Hall will be entering his 3rd year after his first full starting season. Got a lot to look forward to. We would rather these mistakes happen now. And that's what it was. It was a mistake. I have no idea where the character stuff is coming from. Again, we talked about this all pre-draft, right? Matt O'Leary had the reporter from BYU who came on his show, and he said, that's all crazy. That's literally, they're not talking about the same person that I cover in Zach Wilson. He explained how the guy is, what he does in his spare time, and on and on and on. It's the opposite of what these beat writers are trying to convey to us. So now we have the likes of Bart Scott, Leger Douzable. We got Willie Colon. When they asked Willie Colon, oh, it's pretty powerful stuff you said there. How many times have you met Zach Wilson? He says, oh, I haven't met him yet. Oh, what an interesting point of view you have for not having met the individual. Isn't that funny? It's a funny thing when you look at it. So we're heading into week 18. We're heading into our first 17th game ever. And we're coming off our young quarterback's best game as a rookie. He's had ups, he's had downs, he's had really low bottoms, and he's had just elating moments. Just moments where you want to sing and dance, sending Corey Davis to the end zone, go get it, all that sort of stuff. What a blast. We saw crazy stuff this season, but underneath all of it, we've seen steady progress from a team and a rookie that we hoped to see. Now, for the guys thinking he was going to come in and throw for 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, hey, maybe you're disappointed. And if that's what you thought, of course you're disappointed. This is a train wreck. This is devastating to you. And I get that. But if you're looking at it objectively, he came in, his first 3 weeks, he had 15 sacks. He had the most sacks, the most hurries, the most pressures in the NFL. He had 1.7 seconds to throw the ball. Remember that stat? We had no running game. Our offensive line was in shambles. People were saying, everybody's got to be fired. Everybody's got to be cut. This is the worst. Slowly but surely, our offensive line has come all the way up to 12th in the NFL. Our offense has come up to 21st in the NFL. Now, it doesn't sound great, but from 32nd and 31st, which is what we were the last 2 years under Adam Gase, coming up to 21st, with a whole myriad of rookies running around. Hey, this is nice, steady progress. Again, 8 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. He hasn't thrown a pick in 4 games. He's being smart with the ball. So as we head into Buffalo, what are we going to see? Are we going to see that progression continue? Or are we going to see Buffalo really having something to play for? It's going to be a playoff atmosphere, I keep being told. It's going to be nuts. Everybody's going to be intense. Do we want to see a victory? Well, I'm rooting for a victory. I know the draft pick. I get it. You'd hate to bump down 3 spots for this win, but it does have implications. Now, if we beat Buffalo, there's a chance that they do not win the division, which means the Patriots win the division. Now, who the hell wants that? I don't want that. I hate that that's the derivative of us winning this game. Like, think about it. We win the game, we go down a couple draft spots, and the Pats win the damn division and get a week off. Or we can lose the game, most likely maintain our draft position, which is currently at 4. If the Texans win, we could even go as high as 3. And Buffalo wins the division, and the Patriots have to play a wild card game. Which, I'm going to tell you, when they do have to play a wild card game, the results aren't the same as when they don't. It's harder for them. Of course. They're used to having a week off, home field advantage, all the stuff. They got to win 1 game and they're in the championship game. Totally different bag of tricks having to go away to a wild card game. So what do we want? Well, I'll tell you what I think we should want. We should want this progression of our young team, our young coaches, and our young quarterback to continue. This will carry over. Now, is it going to carry over so the first week of next year is essentially a week later? Of course it's not. No, it's impossible. But the belief, the internal thought process of what we can and can't do as a franchise will absolutely be uplifted. It'll take a leap if we're able to beat Buffalo and while they're playing for the division. So guys, here's what I'm going to say. We're going to see 280 from Zach Wilson most likely. You like that? 282 interceptions, 0 picks. Our running game will get at least a hunch, and we're going to lose the game. We're going to lose it by a touchdown because Buffalo has too much to play for. If that happens, I'm going to be ecstatic. Now, if we win the game, I'm going to be ecstatic. But what I will say to all Jets fans is there is ample reason to be excited going into this one, ample reason to feel positive right now. The end of this season looks dramatically different from the beginning of this season. Sure, hope might not be the same. What we thought we were going to see, what we saw, sure. But this team has come out of the dark. This team is on to something. These young guys that we have, they're believing. They're thinking, hey man, we came through the gauntlet. We're on the other side. And that doesn't mean bad times ain't coming, that we're done with all that. But it does mean that you don't have to crumble and go to pieces every time adversity hits. And that's what Saleh said in the beginning of the season. I'm sure he didn't think that this much adversity was coming when he said that shit. But he did it, and we're through it, and here we are. I think we got a lot to be excited for. What do you think? What's your prediction for this game? Do you think we're going to win? Do you want to win? Oh, the tankards are coming out now. I've seen a dozen tweets in the last 24, 48 hours about how stupid it is to win. And hey, look, I get it. There's logic there. But what do you think? That's what I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love hearing from you. All that said, have a great day and go Jets.